signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about training camp, news from the week, injuries, dust-ups, and much, much more, live with Aaron and John. Yo, what's up, John?
Yo, what's up?
Excellent.
Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode number 578, in which we talk about training camp.
578. Is that the Bruce Smith?
It's
number?
the 500 and Bruce Smith episode. And once again, I still don't have the sound right, as John cannot hear the sound effects.
What?
But, hopefully you guys can hear the sound effects like this one.
Excellent.
And this one totally cutting on John. All
Cut!
right. Hey, this is cool because I can at least play sound effects that, could be totally inappropriate and messing with you and you won't know. Anyway, welcome to everybody that is on YouTube and in the Discord room.
Oh, yeah.
Washington Magic's in the Discord room. Let's see. DJ Cool 4's in YouTube and our combined unified, we'll call it the unified Peanut Gallery.
Unified broadcast.
Unified Peanut Gallery.
Yeah.
So anyway, you guys can both, if you didn't see last week, you can now text on YouTube and Discord and it'll show up in the podcast.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's nice.
And hopefully John will be able to hear the sound effects next week. What can I say? Anyway, dude, what news do you want to talk about this week? I know you had one item of business that you thought was interesting.
Well, hold on. Let me get my violin so I can play it for all the players that have been at training camp who are complaining that Eric Bieniemy is making training camp too hard for some people.
I just played cut twice, by the way.
Yeah, nice.
And then, dude, you were like, who do you think is
Who
the
does
player
everybody think
that actually said this? And then I put the poll in the Discord room. I don't know if you saw that or not. And I just named like 9 random people that were on the offense, because I know it's not a defensive player.
It's obviously Terry McLaurin.
Yeah. Okay. So out of the 10 people on this list, I've only posted the poll like 5 minutes before we started. But out of the 9 people on here, we have Samuel, Dax 4-yard Milne, Antonio Gibson, Sadiq Charles, Sam Cosme, Logan Thomas, Terry McLaurin, B-Rob, DME Brown, or other. And as of right now, we have Samuel and Dax Milne in the lead with 3 votes. Followed by, let's see, who is this? Antonio Gibson with 2, Sam Cosme with 2, Logan Thomas with 2, so a bunch of 2s, and other 2. So I would like to know who the other are. Like, who do people
Probably
think?
Troy Apke.
Troy Apke, dude, he's on IR. Did you hear?
No.
Yes,
IR?
dude. Yeah, I found out from our Discord room.
Is he on like the season long IR or just like IR like going into the season, but he might be designated to return?
I don't know. I need to check.
Always designated to return. Man. We just can't get rid of him.
Dude, he's like a hemorrhoid. He's gonna be designated. He's gonna be completely designated to return, I bet. But I'm gonna try to Google it if I can. I got so many windows open here.
Trap.
trap is truly outrageous.
Dude's made himself like enough money. Like maybe he can retire. He just stays with the team every year, no matter who's going in and out. And
dude, hasn't he been on the team for like 20 years now? Like he's been on the team longer than we've done this podcast.
I think he was on the team before Ron Rivera.
Here it is. Apke. This is according to CBS. Apke. Shoulder. Separated shoulder.
Oh, separated shoulder.
Was placed on injured... No, it just says shoulder. Sorry, I don't want to spread false information. Was placed on injured reserve Tuesday. His injury details are unclear, although it was reported by Ben Standig of The Athletic that a full recovery may require surgery.
Oh, man.
It says he's only been on the team for 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years sounds about right. I thought maybe 6, but yeah.
If he has to have surgery, then all of the stars are aligning for the team this year, as far as we're concerned. Even minor alignments, like Apke not being on it. A minor alignment is what we're calling this episode.
Minor alignment. Minor.
I mean, let's think about this. We've so not seeing my YouTube comment pop up, so let me try commenting on here. What? It didn't come up in YouTube? DJ Cool 4s came up, so that's weird.
Yeah, I see it in there too.
Well, here, so just to make sure 3-Pete sees his. There it is.
There it is.
So anyway, where was I before I got distracted by our own commenters? Trap. Stars aligning. I mean, we have the big stars, the universe aligning, of course. This is the sale of the team, which we're still ecstatic about. And
yeah, 100%.
Then there's all the fans coming back in droves, although we haven't heard from one Sean the Sixth yet.
No.
So I don't know if he's still a Bucks fan or not.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Some people right now that have left the Redskins / Commanders / Washington football teams, ranks. They've invested themselves in new teams and looking at the history of that team and bringing all that stuff up. And now suddenly they want to come back to this team. And I wonder if, like, for some of them, they're like, I don't know, maybe they're just like, man, I don't want to go back to that team. Now people are going to be joking me because I was running out before.
Oh, like bandwagon dudes? No, we welcome them back.
It's totally fair. Yeah, we welcomed everybody back. Come on back.
I welcome him back. Dan Snyder sucked, and we barely made it through. So
Dan Snyder, though, has one friend in the entertainment industry. Hey.
I'm Fat Albert. And I'm gonna lay on the turf for you. Oh my gosh, that video, he's never gonna live that. Honestly, I thought he was dead, dude. I thought he died
because he was looking for a kidney transplant.
Or a liver or something.
It was a kidney transplant. It was a kidney transplant, yeah.
Someone gave it to him?
Well, first he had to lose X amount of weight. But then, I mean, if he had like a normal blood type and easy to match blood type, it wouldn't be that hard for him to find one, I'd imagine. So who knows? But of course, I mean, the guy got paid $100 million to lay down on the turf. Of course he's going to defend Dan Snyder.
The funniest thing about that play is, like, you can't see, I think it was the Eagles they were playing. You can't see the dude's face when he didn't try to get back up, but you could tell by his body language. He's like, dude, what are you doing? Are you going to get back up and keep the play's not over? And he just lays there. It was so bad, dude. So bad. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Albert Hainsworth. I was thinking about this today. Our podcasts going forward are going to be like half as long as they've been for the last 15 years, because half of our podcast is usually geared towards complaining about Dan Snyder, and now we can't do it anymore. Now all we can do is complain about things that he used to do.
Dude, what we're going to complain about this year, or what we're going to talk about, sorry, not complain about this year, is our offense looking awesome with Sam Howell as quarterback, throwing the ball to Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson and Curtis Samuel.
Maybe. Supposedly he got injured again this week, or he was tight. Whatever that means. Dude, he was tight, so we held him out.
Dude, you know me with like skinny dudes and hamstrings, man.
They get tight.
Those guys are like in shape the entire year. They don't have an off season where they like get all like slack, and they leave themselves in shape too long, and that's why they always have hamstring issues. That's why you always have it with wide receivers and defensive backs.
Yeah, Ron Rivera in his press conference, I think he referred to those type dudes as the well-tuned athletes. Is that what he said? It was something like that. And I was like, I know what you mean. The dudes that John is always saying is going to tweak something.
Yeah, dude. It's like, I don't know. You want to look at a pretty good body for like an NFL person. Look at quarterbacks. They're not stacked usually. They're in good shape, but they're not stacked. You know, wide receivers and defensive backs are stacked. You expect those hamstrings like tear every time you see him run.
You know who looks stacked? I saw in an interview this week. John Allen is stacked.
Really?
That dude,
defensive tackle?
Dude, that dude is stacked. Like, he was in an interview with gosh, who was it? Oh, it was London Fletcher. And London Fletcher just kind of looks like, well, my body at this point.
he's got that round area right here in the stomach.
Yeah. So he was interviewing him. I gotta say, I'm liking a lot of the media stuff now. Like, apparently they've already started working on these media dudes to like be better at things. Okay. They had did you see that whole segment with the girl that was they were totally pranking all the players at training camp, and she went in there and they gave her all this random stuff to ask the players to autograph, and they like signed all of it. Like,
you mean like Joe Salavea's sock?
It was even crazier than that, dude. She was asking like Cheeseman to sign multiple pieces of Kraft singles, like with a Sharpie. Because she's like, I'm not.
Are they still in the wrapper or not?
No, they were. I don't think they were in the wrapper. Because she was like, "Can you sign this? Because I'm I'm low on cash." This girl was like 10 years old, and she was like, "I figured I could sell some of these on eBay." She's like, "How much should I ask for on eBay?" And he's like, "I don't know, $1." I don't know.
Sounds like you.
I think they were just seeing. Like, the players never caught on, dude, the whole time. They would come by and she was like, yeah, can you sign? This is my fish. It was like an urn. This is my fish's ashes. It died a few days ago. Could you sign the urn? What? And they're just like, what? And then like Terry McLaurin signing like a plastic like kitchen like spaghetti colander. And she had some like,
oh my goodness,
big old like 50-inch broken television, like sitting on the sideline at training camp. Can you sign my broken TV? And they're like, okay. Like, not how did this little girl get this giant TV here? Not why did she bring a giant broken TV here? Not why am I signing the giant TV? They're just like, okay. It was crazy, dude. It was pretty funny.
It just makes you think, like, what other stuff do they have to sign that you don't see on camera? Like, they probably signed some really crazy stuff. Again, like Joe Salavea's sock.
Yeah. I do have a sock signed by Joe Salavea.
They did it.
I have it in like one of those shadow box frames.
Was it Philip Daniels kind of looked at you a little bit weird, and so did Joe Salavea, but they were like, all right.
They didn't look at me as weird as when Jeff George was asked to sign something. Sound effect coming.
God.
There it was.
Hey, DJ Cool 4 said on the chat and YouTube, he said, Howell turned down a Netflix deal to focus on his play. I've heard that from a lot of quarterbacks around the league, like turn down this Netflix. I think it's the second year of this Netflix thing, and there were a few people on it last year. And
What
I've
is
heard that it's some thing where they follow the quarterback and talk to him and check out what they're doing. It's reality TV that I cared nothing about. And it sounds like Howell and a lot of the other quarterbacks care nothing about it either.
Yeah, I mean that's cool that he did, and he needs to, if anyone needs to, because he threw the ball. I didn't realize it was only 19 times in that Dallas game, but that's it. Yeah. He's basically a rookie that sat and watched for a year, which, we've always said it's good if a rookie quarterback can come in and watch for a year. Like, it hardly ever happens anymore now with highly drafted dudes. Yeah, they get thrown in like the dude from the Bears. Justin Fields just got freaking destroyed last year.
Yeah, and he's still going on, so good for him. But the Thursday night debacle of a game against us. That's crazy. So I am looking forward to seeing the offense with Eric Bieniemy's play calling. I'm looking forward to seeing the defense with our front 4 or 5 going up there with like a 5-1-5.
I'm looking forward to the 5-1-5.
I'm looking forward to everything, and I'm not really all. I think Howell's going to have ups and downs, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as some people think. No. He's been through it. He's been through it at UNC. He had great people all around him. They all went to the NFL. He got stuck by himself with a crappy offensive line and crappy tool players, and he worked through it. So it's not like he's coming out there and he's got just saucer eyes like he doesn't know what to do and he gets hit by Chase Young or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
it a little bit.
I'm excited to see Howell. Remember, it's not Howell coming into that vanilla offense that Norv Jr. ran. This is the offense that the Super Bowl champions ran.
I was going to say that because I mean, people are going around and Eric Bieniemy is like just busting ass and taking names. How was it last few years with Norvell Jr. out there being all shucks with his dad standing right next to him in the preseason?
Dude, Norv just all right. I don't want to talk about old stuff because we've got bright sons ahead of us here. But Norv sucked, and so did his dad. We ran his dad out of town, and now I'm happy that he's gone. There's so many levels of good things happening. It's hard to find something not good that's happening. Media, Norv's gone, Trap's gone, Dan's gone. Like, it just started at the top, and all the crap is going away.
It's
all
fantastic. It's fantastic.
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited to see these rookies play on Friday. We're 3 days away. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, hold on. Where's that sound effect? Heck, I can't find that guy it.
Too.
Yeah, where? Oh, here it is.
I can't find it. The hell with it.
We need to hear from Will the Fifth. Hopefully, he's still around. Sean the Sixth. Both of those people need to come back to the fold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still really pumped. What are you looking forward to the most at seeing in this first preseason game? Remember, we only have 3 this year.
I want to see the offense click because there's going to be moving parts. We know that with Eric Bieniemy. I want to see them moving and doing what they're supposed to do. And the biggest thing I think we need to worry about with the offense is the offensive line.
Yeah. Yep.
Because we got a new right tackle that came from the Chiefs, Super Bowl champion, had his best game in the Super Bowl, but he's been suspect here and there. So hopefully he won't be, moving on with his career and stuff. So we got 2 tackles that are average-ish. Cosme's moving into guard, doing a good job with that. Man, Sadiq is going to end up being cut, and he's never going to play.
Yeah. So they don't have to report their injuries for preseason, do they?
I don't
Or
know.
I'm on the injury report and it's nothing up there yet. But
Bryce
Sadiq,
Versa just popped up in the YouTube thing, and he said, "Yellow cake."
yellow cake,
Mark Brunell himself.
yellow cake,
Yellow.
yellow cake. We still haven't been able to find that picture, have we?
They took it down, and I whoever put that online, which by the way, it was apparently Mark Brunell's like middle section in like, wasn't it like a gold speedo or something like that? And it said like, it was like labeled as
Mark
think it was labeled
Brunell's
as
yellow cake.
Mark Brunell's yellow cake. I'm like, who took these pictures? Because they were from like a locker room. You could tell.
Yeah,
And like the next week we did the next episode, I went looking for them and they were gone.
Yellow cake. All right, now Bryce Versa has single-handedly hacked the podcast and just turned it into a
woke up this morning.
Yellow cake.
Yellow cake. Oh man, I can't wait for this. So who are we playing the first game? Like the Cleveland Browns, I believe.
the Browns. You know who kicked
right.
us out of the playoffs last year? I need to find these injuries. I think Sadiq is injured, right?
He is. That's what I was talking about, dude. He's always injured. He might get cut this year because he's injured all the freaking time. So every time he actually plays, he gets like run over on the offensive line wherever he's playing, and then he gets hurt over and over again.
He's always
I'm
injured.
hoping next year, because now we have a new owner and whatnot, and everything is, coming up roses. Hopefully next year we're going to have more offensive linemen who are free agents who will want to come over now that I can see clearly now the rain's gone.
Dude, we're going to have tons of people that want to come over after our championship this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here's some more injuries. There's a fly flying around me. Okay. It says Logan Thomas missed a second consecutive practice, but this is coming from Sunday. I don't have yesterday or today's. So Logan Thomas is injured. Emmanuel Forbes tweaked his groin.
Right.
Toothpick
we gotta
legs.
keep an eye on that.
Another one of those highly tuned guys.
Yeah, exactly.
It says
He's
that
like John Adams, skinny man.
Forbes says that he does not believe it is serious. It says that Sadiq was actually on the field for individual drills on Sunday. I wish I had today's injury reports.
Yeah. Like today or Mondays. All we had today was Eric Bieniemy going on and playing his violin and being like, "I'm so sorry, you guys' feelings are hurt from having an insane practice." Meh.
Oh, here's one. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. I saw like some clickbait that said Chase Young's injury development will hype up fans. And I'm like, oh, that he's better? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly. He's better.
Okay.
No brace on the leg. I mean, it's only good if he could get like 13 sacks or something like that this year. It'd be awesome, and it'll be a good thing.
Yeah. I'm not really getting a good report anywhere. So if someone has a good link for me to get the injury stuff, please put it in the chat. And you can reach the chat at tinyurl.com/HarryHF, or we are live on YouTube, 7 o'clock, most of the times on Tuesday from here on out to the end of the season, hopefully.
And you can join our Discord channel, like we were saying. So
yeah.
Redskins fans only.
Yep. Speaking of, did you see this? I think we talked about the petition last week, but news came out today. This group, they're called like the, I don't know, Native American Guardian Association or something like that. They sent a letter to the Redskins brass and said that if they did not change the name from Commanders back to the Redskins, they were protesting the team or boycotting the team.
Next. They're not even like a real group.
Well, they're still boycotting the team. They were like, it's going to have the same effect that people had on Bud Light.
Okay, yeah, exactly. They're not really looking for the Native Americans. They're working for other people, is what I'm saying.
Stupid fly. Anyway, there is that news. Oh, that's a Facebook group, according to
Superfly. Yeah.
Facebook group. So they're a real Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, it's that. I mean, you know what? That news can be put in the same round cylinder that the Brian Davis group that was going to buy the Redskins could go in right there because he's got, I don't know, 600 billion in cash.
600 billion.
Joe Boo.
All right, so back onto the preseason game this week. I'm interested in seeing, hopefully he'll play Emmanuel Forbes.
Yeah,
because
100%.
This guy apparently
he should start.
He's listed on the depth chart as starter, I believe.
He should start. He's like a top 20 draft pick. He should start. He should start in the first game.
So I'm interested to see him, all of our rookies, but especially him and who's the big guy that I want to see in the trenches?
Philadelphia, Mathis?
No. On offense, the guy Ricky Stromberg.
Oh, yeah. Let's see Stromberg, so far, he's been working with like the third team. So,
yeah. So we'll see a lot of them this week.
I guess we'll see what kind of work he can do. Stromberg.
The dudes that I don't want to see at all on offense are 17. He doesn't need to be playing.
Those guys have got to come in for like the first series.
Yeah. So I want to see a lot of DME Brown to see if he can actually step up.
Yeah. It's put up or shut up time this year.
And the word on the street is that he's been making some pretty nice connections with Hal at training camp. So we will see.
Back to time at UNC.
I want to see. Basically, I want to see all of the centers. Nick Gates.
I just want to, man. I want to see Nick Gates in there. I think Nick Gates is going to end up. I really hope Nick Gates is going to end up being a good pick that will not get injured all the time, man. Because
we don't really.
Who he retired because of just being injured so much after we had to cut him. He just couldn't stop being injured. That's what I'm worried about with Sadiq. It's like he can't even like get on the field to show what he can do because he keeps getting injured.
Hey, dude, welcome Johnny Cassidy to the YouTube room. That's a name we haven't seen in the chat before.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Johnny Cassidy, all the vets that have already started a ton for us don't need to play in any time in game one. Yes, I agree. Well, not all of them. Like, who's considered a vet? DME Brown, I guess, second year. He's not really a vet. I want to see him. I want to see
Terry McLaurin. We don't need to see.
I don't really need to see Curtis Samuel, to tell you the truth. I don't need to see. Or Jahan Dotson. I don't need to see our receivers. I mean, maybe
Jake from State Farm, still our third quarterback.
Dude, Johnny Cassidy is 3-peat. What are you doing, dude? Oh my gosh. It was like when Shanny posed as his son or something. I don't remember.
And his son.
Shanny and his son. The funny thing is I noticed in that owner's press conference that Josh Harris has 5 kids, and at least one of them is his son. And he had some daughters there too. And he looks kind of exactly like him, kind of like Jerry Jones's son. Looks exactly like him. So eventually we're going to have Jerry Jones's son versus Josh Harris's son.
Josh Harris's son in charge.
Yeah, Jahan, don't want to see. Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell, I don't know. Would you have the starting receivers play with him for a series or at least a few series?
With the actual first team offense and see how that went. And then after that, I'd probably pull a lot of them. But we need to see the offensive line. We need to see Sam Howell a lot more than the first series. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
and we need to see who's going to be on the list for wide receivers after Terry
Yeah.
and
There's-
Jahan and Curtis Samuel. Like who we're going to keep? We're going to keep Dax Mill. We're going to keep Byron Pringle, Kashmir Allen. We got a lot of new guys that we're going to see, especially in the second half of this game. We're going to see how well they do, and I want to see the running backs.
We got a crap ton of them.
We have a crap ton of them, and like they're catching the ball, man. They're not just running the ball. The Eric Bieniemy's offense, the running backs catch the ball a lot. And so Antonio Gibson, that should be like his bread and butter right there.
Yeah. Well, I've heard a lot of talk about him moving even more towards pass catching, with like that dude B-Rob and the new guy, Chris Rodriguez Jr., who's supposed to be kind of like a bowling ball type dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I want to see all these guys.
I don't know anything about Derek Gore except for that he was on the Chiefs, and I always have liked Jarrett Patterson.
Patterson?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how they do. I mean, Jarrett Patterson could step up in Airbnb's offense too. We'll see.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
So, yeah, I mean, we need to see how long would you keep Sam Howell in an entire half? Or just
Probably
the first quarter?
Half.
Unless he's getting it handed to him by the defense.
If the offensive line is just a sieve and they're just letting dudes come in like every single play, then I might pull him. But I mean, he played his whole senior or junior year of college before he came to the NFL. Like all his good linemen were gone, along with wide receivers and running back and everything. So he knows how to scramble.
Yeah.
I'm worried about it, but I'm not that worried about it. It's not like it's like Derek Carr or David Carr back with Houston standing there like a statue and just get bowled over every freaking down.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm excited about this preseason. Like,
yeah,
we have, it seems to me, I don't know, in the past 20 years, it seems like we already could figure out our starters and we were looking for all the backups. Now it's more like we're looking to see who's going to get cut.
Yeah.
It's way different. Which
we're contenders now.
Which, I mean, it just tells me that the depth has definitely gotten better. And that's despite the fact that we keep drafting dudes like Jamin Davis, who's, in jail or something.
It sounds like we're only going to have one linebacker in for a lot of plays, so we'll see who it will be.
So Jamin Davis apparently went for another plea bargain for his speeding that got rejected. That's the last thing I heard. Have you heard anything else on him?
Well, they said they rejected it, and they're going to figure it out, I guess, later.
Probably right before an important game.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, who do you want to see on defense? Do you want to see any of our starting 5 defensive linemen?
I want to see 100% want to see Chase Young on the field.
For how long? Series? 2 series? I want to see him for 1. That's it.
I'd probably go for 1, but if they really sucked, I might put them in for a second one.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to suck. I think they're going to kick rear end.
Three-peat, not Johnny Cassidy, is saying the new cornerback. Yeah, we already said that, dude. Come on, man.
Yeah, Forbes.
Forbes, yes. Oh, maybe he's talking about the other guy, Quan Martin. I want to see that dude, too.
Oh, yeah.
The second rounder.
Right?
I think he was a cornerback in college, I think. But they said he was let's see, where do they have him listed? They have him listed as a cornerback.
As a cornerback, okay.
Yeah, I want to see him. Benjamin St. Just. Dude, we've got Emmanuel Forbes. We got some good corners, dude. We got some depth there. Danny Johnson still on the team for the 12th season.
It's kind of like in the draft, it was kind of like, do we put more are we going to draft more people to go towards the offensive line, or we're going to draft more cornerbacks / safeties, defensive backs? And we went with the cornerback safeties because they were higher talented people that we saw on there. Like I guess the offensive line people like really went downhill at that point. So offensive line, like I said, it's going to be possibly an issue, probably an issue. But if people, especially if people like St. Juice can stay healthy, might be kicking some butt back there in the secondary. And if we have if we're doing a 5-1-5 and like 10 of those guys out of 11 are doing well,
like an area code
5-1-5. It's like the 3-4, which you hate, but back in the day when you're playing like Madden, 1, it's like 4-3 or 3-4, and you're like, ooh, this is a different defense. 5-1-5.
5-1-5 is going to kick some butt, but we have like so many camp bodies.
And don't forget, we got Philadelphia Mathis back again too. I want to see him play, and I want to see John Ridgway suplexing people.
Dude, Philadelphia Mathis is one of the 5 in the 5-1-5, isn't he?
It's him. It's either him or Ridgway, whichever BFF they want to stick in there.
Ridgway, or don't forget Toohill.
And don't forget, dude, we got Khaleke Hudson. He might be able to fill in for Jamin Davis pretty well. And don't forget, dude, we got David Mayo.
Shannon, Nova Scotia's favorite. Pride of Nova Scotia. David Mayo. Yeah, I mean, then we brought in some camp bodies. Like, I'm pretty sure that this guy, Derek Gore, is a camp body. I could be wrong. Jarrett Patterson, I'm going to feel for him when he gets cut because I like that little dude. Look at all these other camp bodies we have that are going to be playing a lot. We're going to see a lot of these dudes over the next 3 weeks, like Joshua Pryor, Curtis Brooks, Benning Potato. Who's that dude? Potoa. Benning Potoa. He must be like Samoan.
He was on the team last year.
He was?
He was on the preseason at least, I think. Because I remember like fumbling over his last name last year.
Potoa. He's Samoan.
Dude, I mean, we're gonna get Casimir Allen back. I really want to see, although I think it's already a foregone conclusion, it's Casimir Allen and maybe Kyrat McGowan against Dak Milne.
Yeah. Casimir Allen v. Dak Milne. Dax Milne is on come Friday night against the Browns.
Casimir Allen's coming back for payback time for that guy from the Jets.
We have another camp battle to look forward to. I know how much you love Joey Sly, but I want to see what this Michael Badgley guy can do.
See those guys going. I mean, Joey Sly can kick the hell out of the ball, but sometimes you just don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
So we're going to see guys like that. We'll see Tariq Castro Fields, Jace Whitaker, DJ Sturgis.
Who are those dudes?
Jared Gardner.
DJ Sturgis. I just clicked on him. He's a rookie. He's
no lie.
He's from Missouri Western. He's a cornerback.
Oh man.
Okay. Milo Eifler.
Eifler.
He's still on the team. I still don't know if that was a video clip or a still of him in that Monday night game.
It was a still, 100%.
No, I think I saw him blink. Anyway, don't forget Pro Bowler Jeremy Reeves is our second team strong safety. I don't know who this Kendall Smith dude is. Do you?
Nope.
He's a rookie, 40R.
Oh, dude. We know if you got the letter in your number, you are a camp body.
Oh, dude, I'm glad you brought that up because I heard about the letters. The R's, I don't know what the R and the white means, but I do know that if you wear a burgundy jersey, you're on defense in preseason as far as Washington goes. And then I saw this interview with Tress Way about the time that he switched from wearing the white jersey in preseason to Burgundy because the defense was like, no, dude, you're part of the defense. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to wear the red jersey.
Oh, yeah. Like special teams has got to have a dividing special teams between the kicker and the punter. Offense, defense.
The punter should be on even though he plays on an offensive snap, he's definitely on the defense.
Oh, yeah. He's like the changeover guy.
Yeah.
He's like
so anyway,
with keys for the next guys on the shift.
Dude, Kendall Smith is also out of Illinois, so we got him and Quan Martin.
Yeah.
What? Oh, this is Johnny Cassidy, aka 3-Pete. Dude, speaking of 3-Pete, he's supposed to be commissioning of the league this year. So hopefully he's got that stuff under control because I haven't heard anything about it. And
soon.
I finally sent Cole CC his trophy this week. I had time to laser that out and send it to him. So he will be receiving his trophy probably tomorrow. Unless it gets stolen by a porch pirate. They're going to be like, what is this? Anyway, yeah, Kendall Smith, apparently we got two secondary dudes from Illinois, and they were stacked because wasn't there another one of their cornerbacks that also went in the top 20? I don't remember his name.
I don't remember.
I think I'm going to look. I'm going to look it up. Talk amongst yourself. Illinois cornerback or
Well, Aaron is researching the team.
NFL draft picks.
So
yeah, I'm researching the team. Talk about something that you enjoy. All right, I found it.
I like to read books. Oh, okay.
Devin Witherspoon was the first dude. He went overall number 5.
Yeah, okay.
He went overall number 5, and then we got Quan Martin, 47th, and then apparently they had another defensive back, Sidney Brown, go in the 3rd round. So they had defensive backs going 1 through 3, and then the dude that we got was, the undrafted guy that we just talked about, Kendall Smith, who's a camp body.
Yeah, it sounds like it. All right,
anyway.
dude. I think, do you have anything else to add this week before we have our first real preseason game?
No, I'm just pumped. That's all I got to add.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped. All right, well, we'll round it out then and let people go watch some football and things like that. I'm going to play the outro that you're not going to hear. Anyway, you can't hear it, dude. Sorry. Anyway, I'd like to give a shout out.
I can't hear it. Are you playing the music? I can't hear it.
Anyway, we're giving a shout out to everybody that joined us on YouTube and in the Discord room. 3-Pete, who is also Johnny Cassidy, apparently. DJ Cool 4, Bryce Versa, Washington Magic. Is that it tonight? I think so.
I think that's it. People are still in preseason, getting ready for the real season.
Anyway, join our Discord room, Discord or tinyurl.com/HarryHF. Call the hog line 202-735-1788 and leave us a message.
And if it's funny, we may play it on the podcast. Go straight to voicemail when you call it.
Send us email, hhfpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on X, aka Twitter, at Harry Hog. Is that about it? I think that about rounds it out.
I think that's it for this week.
Anyway, we'll talk to you guys next week after the game. We'll have a lot to talk about. Hail to the Redskins, and if you see a Cowboys fan, you know what to do.
You know what to do. Joker!
Bye-bye.